daily journaling and self-gentleness. This is your girl, Talisha. How are you doing today? I hope everything is good. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time a podcast drops. So, for today's episode, we're talking about daily journaling and also just giving yourself what it is that you truly, truly need. Giving yourself what you truly need and not being in a space where you feel selfish towards yourself or where you feel guilty towards yourself. Being gentle to yourself is one of the main things that I think a lot of us women who are or who have experienced such a rough life or went through these things to where we had to grow up too fast. We don't know how to be gentle with ourselves. I'm always hard on myself when it comes to motherhood. Motherhood is one of those things to where we feel like, or I feel like it is detrimental if I get something wrong or can't be fully committed to something that I know I'm supposed to really be good at because I'm a mother. So, for example, when the whole government shut down or whatever, I lost my car and all of these things, and I could not get my kids back and forth to school on time. Man, my baby dad is just like always into it. He's not really a good support that I need fully. It's always chaos going back and forth with each other. We're always arguing and yelling. It's just a horrible, disgusting thing. And co-parenting doesn't exist in our world. It just doesn't exist. So I kept thinking to myself, I can't call him and get him to do this and do that because the last time we ended up trying to do that, it just didn't work out the way that I thought or needed it to work out, that I thought that it should have been able to be done, you know? And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, what it is that I can do. I'm starting to feel, like the letdowns of like motherhood. I'm starting to feel the pressure. I'm starting to hear, you're unfit, you're not this, you're not that. Like, how can you can't get your kids back and forth to school? I'm starting to hear all these loud thoughts. Like I'm being so hard on myself. And I'm not being gentle enough to understand that mothers sometimes don't get it right every day. Mothers sometimes don't make A's every day. We sometimes come out with D pluses. We sometimes come out with F's. Like, girl, you failed that, but you tried. Good job for trying, but let's try to do it a little differently next time around. It is hard being a mother. It is hard finding that time to fully journal about the things that bothers you about motherhood or that you want to improve with yourself about motherhood. And it's sometimes hard being gentle with yourself when it comes to motherhood because we beat ourselves up about every little thing. We're always in this place to where our emotions is always in the back. The kids' emotions and their time and their well-being has to come first. And we think that it has to come first. And we think that we are in this space to where we owe them everything in the world, under the sun, the moon, everything. We think we owe them everything in the world because that's just what mothers do. And so it's hard when we can't find that time for ourselves or when we are beating up ourselves because we can't give them that. Screw it. Screw that. Screw the part on I'm this perfect mother because I'm not. I am just a mother with 4 kids that is trying to be her best. I am trying to be as raw, as womanly, and as energetic as I can. Raw woman energy. I am trying to be all of that and a mother. And how do I find the time to do that? We talked about sleep deprivation on the podcast. I said on the podcast, on the episode before this one. And as we talked about Lord, as we talked about sleep deprivation, we also talked about finding our quiet spot. Our quiet spot is that spot that we find the most gentle, peaceful, calmness thing that allows us to do what it is that we need to do to get things done, whether it's going to sleep or whether it's journaling or whether it's just being gentle with ourselves. That is the most important thing that we need to do as mothers and as women, as learning how to find our quiet spot, because it allows us to be gentle with ourselves. It allows us to find that time for ourselves. It allows us to be in a space to where we don't have to always be surrounded by noise and judgmental thinking or judgmental fingers pointing at us, telling us, you didn't do this right, you didn't do that right, or you can, or you, or I love you more, or you have to do this better. Sorry, my son just came in here. Or you have to do this better, or whatever. That finger just always pointing at you, telling you what you need to do better and how you need to be, versus you taking that finger and shoving it wherever it needs to go, and you finding your quiet spot and you telling yourself, I may not be the best mother, the best mother in the world, but I am the best version of me. I may not be the best mother in the world, but my children love me. I may not be the best mother in the world, but I do my best. I may not be the best mother in the world, but I find time to be with my kids. I can be better, but I'm doing my best. It's one thing to be doing your best and not doing nothing at all. Finding time to journal is beautiful, because in those moments of you journaling, you're able to reflect on every single thing that you know you want to do, need to do, and have to do to become better. Or simply venting. All of us can't afford therapy. You know, one thing that I have done, and I am not going to gatekeep on this, I have turned ChatGTP into my therapist. Yes, it sounds absolutely bonkers, but I have done it. I have turned ChatGTP as my therapist. And it answers, and it gives me solutions, and it gives me all of these things that I need to do for me to be able to be better. And when I tell you it was a game changer, it's a game changer. Because first of all, I don't trust my information with strangers. You may be qualified and you may have your degree and you may have taken this oath of silency, but at the end of the day, I am telling you something that's going inside of your thoughts, and you have this option or this choice to judge me on it or not. Whether I know you're doing it or not, you have the choice to judge me without showing me that you're judging me. I don't have that to do. And I don't have the thought or the space to sit here and say, hey, I want to go tell my best friend everything that's going on with me, because little do I know she may go back and tell someone else what I've been going through. And we've been best friends for I don't know how long. So it may not turn out to be what I need in order for me to heal and become the best version of myself that I need to be. So I've made schedules. I've taught and plugged it into ChatGTP, And it gives me everything that I need, and it gives me all of the tips that I need as far as breathing and aligning myself and learning how journaling also helps me, and being in a space to where I can sit down. I can either voice record or I can journal it down with the pen and paper, and I can store it away and know that it's safe and that it's put up and no one has to know anything about me but the pages that I've written on. And that being gentle to myself is breathing, and being gentle to myself is loving me first, and being gentle to myself is quieting those loud voices and noises down when it tells me you're not this and you're not that, and how can you be this when you don't even do that, and who told you you had the right to talk to these people and tell these people what they can do when you are struggling yourself, and who said that you are a good motivational speaker when you don't even fully have motivation going through your veins? Like, who told you this? When I can be gentle to myself and tell myself I told myself that, based on my experiences, based on the things that I have faced and overcame. I told myself that. Being gentle to myself and telling myself as I breathe, I can do this. Taking deep breaths and telling myself, can't no one stop me but me. Taking deep breaths and being gentle enough to my mind and telling my mind, I love you. And I know we've been through some things, and I know you have a lot of trauma, but we can get through it. We don't have to be stuck in the past like we were. We can move forward and we can grow and we can really learn some new things and become better. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a fight, but I'd rather be gentle to my mind than being rough and hard and always ready to knuckle up and fight inside of my mind, or beating myself up about the things that I just simply had no control over, or bashing myself because I feel like I can be better when I'm becoming better. And we learn through our mistakes so that we can be better, and that mistakes are just foundational standpoints that's in our lives that allows us to build our house on. Mistakes are meant to happen so that you can flourish and grow and continue to build and continue to develop all of these things that you know you were meant to be and grab and go for. Journaling and gentleness. You can say, hey, I don't have the time, but you have to make time for yourself. I don't know the words. Your emotion speaks for itself. But I never had no one to be gentle to me, but you can be gentle towards yourself. What does gentle look like for you? When you're looking down and you're about to take that pen and that paper and you're about to write down your thoughts and your emotions, what does it look like on that empty paper? Is it confusion? Is it just simply you doodling? Like, what is it? Is it random thoughts? What is it? You don't have to have the perfect words. You don't have to have the perfect sentence. You don't have to be a poet. Just write it down. How do you feel? Write it down. Raw woman energy is not about perfection. It's about being real. Raw woman energy isn't about, oh, I need to be this beautiful, self, undeniable, strong. No. Raw woman energy is simply being you authentically, not being in a space where you owe everyone an apology. Not being in a space to where you feel like you're disgusting about how the way you look or how the way you feel, but taking back your power, owning it, and saying to yourself, I choose happiness over pain. I choose love over hate. I choose discipline over programming. It's simply that simple. As the words are simple, the work is still the work, but you have to put in the work. Raw woman energy is simply you in your most raw, authentic, realist, beautiful form. And no one can tell you who you are but you. We beat ourselves up for way too long. We beat ourselves up to a place to where we feel like we have to always be strong and tough as nails. But some days, baby, I just want to be vulnerable. I just want to sit around and cry. I just want to not do nothing. I just want to be lazy. And that's a part of me sometimes. And that version of me deserves to say, middle finger to you. I don't care. You're old enough to go in there, do what you got to do, or you grown enough to go in, to take yourself somewhere. Stop depending on me all the time. No, I'm not doing it. I am living in me for today. I pour back into me today. I am gentle to myself. If I want some ice cream, I'm going to indulge. If I want to work out, I'm going to do it. If I want to watch TV, I'm going to do it. If I want to start my business and jot down some ideas, I'm going to do it because I am being gentle to myself today. Finding time for you, journaling and being in your most beautiful, unfiltered self so that you can learn how to be gentle to yourself. Finding your quiet spot so that you don't have to worry about the noise. Because the noise is going to be the noise regardless. But it's how the way you control the noise, it's how the way you move with the noise. Don't let that finger always point at you and tell you, hey, you could be better. No, you can take that finger and point it somewhere else. Because who are you to tell me that I need to do this and do that? I'm living, this is my life I'm living. Be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And don't beat yourself up. Because life is hard as it is. We don't need to be hard on ourselves after life just got done being hard on us. Be gentle. Journal. Love yourself. This is Talisha with Raw Woman Energy. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Today is a really calm day for me. I am being gentle to myself today because last night was pretty hectic and I had to find my quiet spot in order for me to get me some rest fully last night. I had to tell myself, like, hey, this ain't that, and learn and still learning and just continue to still use the tips and the things that I've created through the help of my therapy sessions so that I can be able to move forward. And it sounds absolutely crazy, but it's real and it's authentically me. And I feel, like sharing some of the things that I've went through is a beautiful thing, especially for those who are experiencing them as well. This podcast is raw, is unfiltered, is uncut. I do, I don't edit anything. I come in here and I do what it is that I have to do. I record it in my bathroom, so it's a little echoey as I'm relaxing in the tub because it's just one of those things I enjoy fully because this is my relaxation spot. So also finding your relaxation spot as well as finding your quiet spot is also another gem that I'm going to drop for you guys later on throughout this week. But finding things that works for you so that you can learn how to work life is the most important thing that you can do, because life be lifing, and life always tries to break you down and put you in spaces to where you don't know what to do or how to overcome it, but you can overcome it if you just put in the work and be determined to get it done. I've been in celibacy for 4 years now. And throughout these 4 years, I have changed my mindset and also changed the way that I am as a person just by eliminating certain factors from my life that I know is keeping me down from moving forward, because I know I have a tendency to get distracted easily when it comes to men or whatever. But learning how to be in that space and learning how to grow authentically has really been a beautiful journey for me. And I just wanted to share all of these experiences that I have and let you guys know, tips and tricks and things on how to be able to, conquer your life and grab it back from when people try to steal things from you when it comes down to your happiness, your peace, and all of these other type of things. And so, yeah, I just wanted to come in here and let you guys know that. So I hope you guys listen all the way through. It's always good to listen all the way through because I always drop a gem at the end of the video so that you guys can use it and pick it up and go ahead and go through life and try your best to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I do drop so that you can be able to pick up those gems that I drop for you guys because trust me, they are beautiful. And yeah, don't forget to be gentle to yourself and also learn how to start journaling because those are the things that's going to help you throughout your life's journey. So this is your girl Talisha with Raw Woman Energy. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, and also don't forget to just fully, simply be yourself. Love you. Mwah.